How Fulani herdsmen overpowered policemen and soldiers in Plateau, as well as victims. Security operatives who visited the scene of the attack by suspected Fulani herdsmen at Miango community in Plateau said retreated and scampered for safety, some residents have told Sahara reporters. A source in the community told Sahara reporters that the attackers, who came in their hundreds, overpowered the police and the military during a gun battle. The Fulani herdsmen overpowered the police operatives and continued terrorizing Jebumiango and Pachudu communities. The source, who confided in Sahara reporters, explained that the community was invaded on Monday and continued on Tuesday night. During the attack, 50 persons were killed, while about 2,000 houses in total were burnt to ashes. There is increased tension in the communities as everyone had deserted the areas. Thousands of people have become homeless, he said. Nuhu Bitus Enga, another witness, also confirmed that in the continuous attacks, the gunmen stormed Jebumiango and Pachudu communities. After the security men withdrew, the herdsmen burned to ashes more than 500 houses, carted away with properties and domestic animals. They killed 4 aged parents in our community. Amongst the mansions destroyed were 4 churches, all burnt to ashes. Wow. Listen, it's not even like, honestly, I'm not even we're not surprised. Key fact, it's not surprising, very much sad. How can Fulani herdsmen overpower policemen? Like, it's a different thing. Okay, fine, policemen and soldiers, or even soldiers, it's a different thing if policemen and soldiers did not show up. They just, as they do, pretend that they did not know, and then after the event they're like, oh my gosh, what, this happened? Now they're there and they get overpowered. Then what was the reason? Why did they show up? Why did they actually show up? That is really the question that we have to ask, because I'm like confused as to what is going on. How can they be overpowered? Soldiers and policemen were overpowered, and they burned 500 houses, killed people, and thousands of people are now homeless. How? Because this is a big issue. Obviously, with the Fulani herdsmen attack and all that, the assumption is, well, on my part, is that they are spread out, but they act in lumps. But to think that they're now getting to a stage, obviously, them carrying AK-47s, like joke now, it has now, intensified, and these people are now a force. Because from the time these people were holding AK-47s, that was when we should have been worried, because now these people are these people are actually now overpowering security personnel. Do you know how dangerous that is? Like, there could literally be a whole invasion of the country and the police force would get overpowered. Because this is what it's saying. Listen, it's safe to assume the worst, so prepare for the best. Because listen, this is basically scary. Because thousands are displaced, 500 houses were burned. Do you understand, like, what that is? And the thing is, don't get me wrong, okay? These attacks happen so much. A bit of me thinks, okay, I don't know. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think that it gets to a point where sometimes we just get desensitized. So imagine getting desensitized to a point where something now happens again, and then you're sensitized again. Imagine the levels it has to go up in for you to then get shook about what is going on here. Wow. Someone says it is not possible the security personnel deliberately let them overpower them. I don't know. The criminal leadership in Nigeria and their cohorts have finished the country. Absolutely. Wow. Someone says the kind lie these are commanders. I'm just done. The Fulani bandits, police and army are in the same business. Because I'm now like, is there any resistance? Is there any resistance towards this Fulani herdsmen and bandits and all that? Like, is there actually any resistance? Because it doesn't seem like it. The government is not proactive. Even the police system, they don't seem, like a formidable force in which you're gonna be like, actually, maybe it would take a little bit. Maybe it would take a little bit for I don't even know at this point. Someone says we have 4 arms of government: executive, legislative, judiciary, and Fulani. In fact, I don't even think there's going to be four arms. I even think the Fulani just want to be the only government there, because it seems as though, they're going to turn this to an Islamic state. Not going to lie, because there's literally no resistance. They've been very sluggish about all these things, and it's just getting very, very scary at the moment. Very much scary at the moment, because I've said it before, even like outside the country, meeting people, a lot of people do assume that Nigeria is an Islamic state. Like they're like, you're Nigerian, so you're Muslim. And I'm like, huh? Hold up, wait a minute. So it's like, maybe that's what's going to happen, because really and truly, for the fact that the Fulani have been in power all this while, I mean, you might as well just say that they're in control at this point. And yeah, this is not looking good at all. Somebody says that it is only southern Nigeria the police find conducive environment to work, and they are misusing it. Northern Nigeria is no go area for them, and they know it. Even Isba is more effective in the north than Nigerian police. But then why is the Isba not going after bandits? Excuse me, I'm so sorry, but what Isba does is absolutely irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. Because really and truly, like, religion should be a personal choice. Okay, fine. Even if you feel someone in your religion is like, not doing what they need to do you have to police their actions? That's the thing. It's a different thing if you give advice or you give your, unsolicited opinions and all that. But then there's actually an organization that monitors and punishes people for not following Islam properly as they should. And it's a bit like, excuse me, because then it becomes a controlling thing where people are not even religious because they want to be religious. You're not forcing them to be religious. And it's not a genuine thing where they actually want to voluntarily follow their religion. You're not like, what? Because then, nah. This is just not even working at it. Nah. Somebody here says... they did not overpower the police or army. When Fulani men are at the winning side, they will say they don't have order from above to shoot. But when Christians take over orders from... they take over orders come from everywhere, killing innocent people. Wow. Those ones are not herdsmen. Wake up. So who do you think they are? Nigeria has expired in 2014. Honestly, I think so too. That was like when like you stretch a coil to its maximum point and it cannot go back. The bonding is different. It can't go back to the original coil shape where it's going round and round. That's what has happened to Nigeria. Nigeria is irretrievably damaged. Put what you think about this, and don't forget to like and subscribe.